I recently heard a story about a rabbi who was debating an astrophysicist on the subject of religion. The astrophysicist represented atheism. The rabbi, of course, represented God, Judaism, religion. The astrophysicist gets on stage and he says, "I never read the Torah, but I would summarize Judaism as, be nice to your neighbor." The rabbi takes it all in. He gets up on stage and he says, "I never read anything about astrophysics, but I would summarize it all as, twinkle, twinkle, little star." Now, how many people do you know in your life, and maybe even you yourself, who are ready to throw away their entire Judaism without ever having read the book? Judaism is obsolete, it's ancient, it's not for me, it's not relevant to today. All wonderful sentences if you would actually know what you're talking about. Did you ever open the book? Do you know if it's relevant? Do you know in the Bible how much intrigue there is? How much emphasis is put on relationships, how to deal with enemies, how to deal with war, how to deal with a wife, how to deal with a brother, how to deal with a neighbor, how to deal with a friend? Sounds pretty relevant to me. I don't want religion. I knew a rabbi once, he wasn't honest or he wasn't nice, and Jewish girls are a pain in the neck, they're not for me. And we come up with all these ridiculous things just as pretenses to walk away from ourselves, because you are a Jew. You cannot walk away from who you are. And how dare you walk away from who you are? How many of our grandparents went through the Holocaust? How many people suffered and made major sacrifices? How many people were martyred to stand for Judaism, to stand for their faith, to preserve the Torah for one purpose alone, to pass it on to you? Maybe you even hold the name of one of your holy grandparents, the name of a father, of a mother, of somebody who died in the Holocaust. A Jewish name, that's your heritage, to live up to your name, to live up to your purpose. Do not walk away from who you are. I know a lot of people. I have a lot of friends. I know a lot of guys who said, "Oh, these Jewish girls aren't for me." Try harder. Jewish girls are for you. Find the right Jewish girl. Some rabbis are not for you. Fine. Some rabbis are not for me. Find another rabbi. You will invest more in a Netflix series that you don't like because somebody said, "Oh, it's really great," but you watched already 2 episodes and it is? It's news to me. But you stick in there, you hang in there. For a Netflix series, for something else, for anything, for a stupidity, you'll hang in there. But for your Judaism, for the very core of who you are, you will walk away. Can't stop anybody from walking away. Can't. But I can ask you, and I can beg you to give it a chance. You want to walk away, at least know what you are walking away from, because once you know, you won't be able to walk away. Once you know the beauty of having a Jewish home and a Shabbat and a wonderful wife and going to the mikvah and appreciating each other and having friends and song and laughter and meaning in life, you won't walk away from that. For what? For a nightclub? For another drink? For another one-night stand? So you can have a bacon burger and a cheese sandwich with meat? That's what you're going to walk away? That's a freedom? That's not freedom, my friends. Those are just traps. They're all traps. Look in the mirror and see the Jew in you. See your grandfather's eyes, as you saw in the picture, as they told you. Remember your namesake. Remember why you have that name. Remember where you came from. And really think twice about where you're going before you walk away from yourself. It's very easy to walk away. But are you a coward? Do you give up on yourself and on your people? So easy to walk away because one person turned you off? There's a lot of beauty that you are leaving behind, a lot of strength, a lot of riches. You are leaving the best of you behind. If you, like the astrophysicist, will summarize Judaism as whatever your definition is, you will be throwing away so much, sacrificing so much, losing so much. I don't believe that we are chickens, that we're fearful and that we're cowards. I do not believe that that's what we are as Jews. So fight for who you are. Try a little harder. Don't let it go so easily because some Gentile girl winked at you and she's cute and she's sweet and I'm sure she's very nice, but she's not nice for you. She's not right for you. Think twice about it, and I wish you all the very best. And please send me good news and tell me that you really considered what I had to tell you and it made a difference in your life.